Since visiting Grantham, Laura and Robert have been striving to complete their designs and win Mimi and Luke's approval. So can they offer up a family-friendly kitchen and sociable living space with a link to the garden, all working to their 30 grand budget? Something previous architects have failed to do.
I don't know where to start with this one.
We wanted an architect that would be able to point us in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting about your house at the minute is that the rooms actually work quite well. It's just in the wrong place, perhaps.
Yeah.
Luke is hoping for a big fat extension. What are the chances?
I mean, what's interesting is that they had ideas for a big fat extension. For us, it's about kind of thinking about these problems in a different way.
Okay. It's very tense in here, isn't it?
I don't think I've ever seen you so quiet, Luke.
Quite nervous.
We can't talk. Right, Laura, you're up first.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Let's go.
While the couple experience Laura's design, Robert will also be seeing her master plan for the first time.
They're so nervous.
They're actually a really sincere couple, you know. It means so much to them.
Okay, so you're ready to put the goggles on?
Yes-ish.
Come on, confidence. Okay?
First, Laura wants Mimi and Luke to understand the key issues with their home and its potential.
Wow, that's really weird.
Okay, so here we are in your house, in your
Wow,
entrance
it's the
hall.
tidiest it's ever been.
It's really bizarre.
Pretty disorientating, isn't it?
Very. Look how naff those lights are.
Look how naff those lights are.
This room, this is your kind of makeshift entrance hall. The problem with the house is it's very long and thin. It's a really typical way of extending a terrace house. But obviously you've got this incredible garden beyond that, and there's no window, there's no visual link, no doors to that whatsoever. The kids just want to be with you. So if you're in the kitchen, then they're going to be in with you, you know, rather than being out in the garden. This house is driving a wedge, actually, through the harmony that you obviously have. You're not getting a massive extension. But that doesn't necessarily mean any compromise. It's about reusing the space that we've got.
The couple have been fixated on the problematic jumbled rooms at the back, but surprisingly, Laura's redesign starts at the heart of the original Victorian house, where the staircase is.
So we're still in your hallway, but we're looking towards the dining room. Because actually there's an awful lot of wasted space. You've got this entrance hall that you don't actually use. So what would happen if we took these walls away, and even the stairway? Let's open this room up and see what we've got.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm too scared to look.
Oh, she's opening the entire house up.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, it's huge. That's
Wow.
actually massive.
This is insane. Where'd the staircase go?
So they do have quite a bit of floor space, but it's just all cut up into kind of ineffective rooms.
By getting rid of the staircase, hall and wall at the centre of the building, Laura's created a vast new space. But the removal of the staircase means big changes at the rear of the house.
So we're looking back down into the kitchen. You asked where your stairs have gone, but what about where your fridge is at the moment?
What?
We can actually put the stair in without disturbing upstairs.
The new staircase saves space, but with minimal knock-on effects on the rest of the house. It's a clever and bold move.
It's just a lot to take in. It's completely different to what we could have thought of.
So do you want to see how the whole plan works, how the whole design comes together?
I'm kind of nervous.
I'm too nervous to look.
Let's see it.
Here it is!
Oh my God.
Wow. Whoa.
That's amazing.
Wow.
You can see all the way out into the garden.
I'm speechless. It's such a nice space.
So by moving the stair, well, basically swapping the plan around. So the stairs here, and then this dining room becomes your kitchen diner. It's about linking the spaces together and giving you family time and space to be a family. Kids can be playing outside, you can still see them when you're cooking. You've got this flow of space.
I can already see like the girls playing.
He's already living in it.
Doesn't sound good for you.
I know.
There's loads of storage
This is good.
just for you.
Perfect.
It's so functional.
Moving the stairs is one of the least obvious changes to make to a house. But by doing so, Laura's freed up room for contemporary connected living spaces and plenty of storage. All without the extension that Luke thought was vital.
I mean, it's great how she's brought this kind of blackboard back, so this isn't just a corridor, it's an active space. And I think that's really clever, and that's just the width that allows that to happen.
This is just awesome. It is so me. I get all the design and the style, and you get the storage.
Perfect.
Having created flowing spaces inside the house, Laura's determined that the extensive garden should become an integral part of the scheme, no longer blocked from view.
What I really wanted to do was open this corner up to the garden so the playroom extends into this garden space. So why don't we have a look at that?
Oh my gosh, that is
Whoa.
awesome.
Kids be outside and get a bit of independence. You know, they can still see you, but they can play on their own, or you can all play together.
Feels like the garden's part of the house now, rather than it being like separate areas. It's just stunning. It's just incredible. Like, now we've seen it all, just everything fits together so well. It's just amazing.
I'm so glad you're pleased.
It's more than we could ever have imagined.
Wow. It's amazing.
That's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm trying to frighten you.
I'm so glad.
The kitchen is... Oh, I can't do it, I'm sorry.
Is that good or bad? I don't know. I think that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, hugs. There's hugs happening.
They love this, you know?
Yeah.
Mine's different.
Okay. Why am I not surprised? Laura just came out dancing and did a little shimmy. She doesn't shimmy much.
It was amazing. Just like, oh my God, I'm buzzing.
How can you just think that out? I mean, it still feels like a massive extension.
She's just thought of every little thing. You just don't realise how much space is there.
Yeah, because it feels completely workable, but obviously aesthetics.
Yes.
Delightful.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Next up, Robert's design. To win the job, he needs to outshine Laura. Working to the same 30 grand budget, he's also aiming to transform Mimi and Luke's fractured living space into a family-friendly home. But he has a reputation for left-field solutions. What will they make of his interpretation of the brief?
Nervous?
Yeah.
Very.
I don't know whether it's better to go first or second.
I mean, you come out of there skipping, you're like, in the bag. And then there's the slight, oh, there's another one, isn't there?
There's our house again.
Okay, so here we are in your house, as it is. Really what we have here is a series of spaces that kind of work independently, but together is really quite kind of disjointed. Let's then reorganize these rooms slightly. Typically what we would do is just push back into your utility space, extending your kitchen. So let's take a look at that.
While Luke's always dreamt of an expensive, expansive extension, Mimi wanted to find a way of opening up the existing rooms at the back of the house. Robert wants to demonstrate one cheap and cheerful possible approach.
Wow, okay.
That's a lot of kitchen.
Really doesn't solve your problem, does it? It doesn't really connect what is the heart of the home to the dining space, which is the social part of the home. So let's kind of play with this further. So let's look at a few variations of this plan.
Whoa. Whoa.
If you look back, you have your kitchen where your dining space was,
The kitchen's kind of almost too big.
and then you've got the dining table here in this very tight
Yeah,
room.
it's a bit cramped. There's not a lot of space around it.
It's such a great tool to visualise everything.
Yeah.
So you can make the mistakes here without actually building it and then having to undo stuff.
So let's explore this further. Let's try a further configuration of this space. We could have our dining space in that very depressing room at the end.
Like the whole house has turned into a corridor instead of just having the corridors like on a side.
Look, that is absolutely the point.
If extending won't give Mimi and Luke the family living space of their dreams, what will?
Okay, so let's go back to our start position.
Whoa.
We don't have a huge budget to extend, but we need to be clever. And let me show you how. Are you ready?
Yep,
Yep.
I think so. Quite nervous.
Okay, go.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh! That's amazing. There's so much light.
And all the space. So much space on the table and the...
Loves a wraparound.
Bench
Chair.
seating,
Yeah.
banquette.
A banquette.
It's crazy that this could be like our house.
It's just so different. There's a wood burner.
For me, it was just about kind of reconfiguring these walls where you can have all this seating area and where the family can be together.
Unlike Laura, Robert's left the staircase where it is. To gain extra space, as well as knocking through to the utility area, he's slightly widened the footprint at the rear, using a clever timber frame design that shouldn't require new foundations. The result is a combined kitchen and dining room with plenty of additional space for all the family to be together. Bench seating creates masses of storage space underneath. Windows at the back provide a view to the garden, which is accessed through a door at the side.
I love all the different angles on the walls. It's so funky.
And all that storage as well. Even at like kids level, they might even put the toys away.
All of this space can be used as a play space while you're cooking, or it could be, you know, when the kids are in bed on a summer's evening, you can sit back there and kind of enjoy that garden.
Robert's design creates a single space for family life, but it's also geared to entertaining in style.
You know, you talked about how you kind of don't have family or friends over, there's no space for them. Well, how many people do you think you could fit around this age?
Probably the England rugby team.
Shall we have a look?
Wow.
Whoa! What?
That is a lot of people. We'll have to get some more mates.
Slightly concerned about these men in my house.
Robert's concept does away with Mimi and Luke's antisocial kitchen and disconnected dining room. They've been replaced with a new space that has socialising built into the very fabric of the design.
I can't believe you've managed to make our house look this good without an extension. It just looks so much bigger.
I'm like, so prefer mine. But this is beautiful. It's very kind of refined.
It's
I
really
don't know how you
immense.
come up with these ideas. It's just insane.
Thank you, it's amazing.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure, my pleasure.
I'm a hugger too.
Yeah. Me too.
It's pretty nerve-wracking for you guys.
Of course, you're changing people's lives.
This is the part I was nervous about. I don't know how I was supposed to choose.
I know. They're both just completely stunning, but in their own ways.
Yeah,
They're so different.
and
They're very different.
Indecision. Absolute nightmare. Good nightmare. Well done. We know you've got a busy house, but really, was it necessary to create a bench that would fit the English rugby team on it?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll have the English rugby team come round.
OK. When you arrived and we chatted through what you wanted, it all came back to having a space that could accommodate boys, the girls, you two. Does it feel like you've got that?
defo, yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them.
This means a massive amount to you guys, doesn't it?
Yeah. These two absolutely amazing designs. We just have to choose.